Today I'm going to be playing some Sludge Warlock, which is based around Barrels of Sludge. This is a 3-minute spell that says when it's played, discarded, or destroyed, it does 4 damage to the lowest health enemy. Barrel of Sludge used to be 2 mana deal 3, but it got changed to 3 mana deal 4, and there is some debate as to whether this change was positive or negative, but after playing it, I feel pretty confident in saying not only is it a buff, but a very powerful buff. So we can get sludges into our hand with Tram Mechanic, or on the bottom of our deck with Disposal Assistant. Or with Sludge on Wheels, we can get 1 in hand and 1 on bottom of the deck every time the Sludge on Wheels takes damage. Finally, there's the legendary minion Popgar the Putrid, which adds 2 sludges to our hand, but also makes all of our fell spells cost 2 less. So this makes it really easy for us to play a bunch of sludges we've been stockpiling all in one turn. But Popgar certainly isn't the only way to burn through a bunch of sludges. We've also got Waste Remover, which is a 4-mana 7/7 that mills the bottom 3 cards of our deck. So if those are all sludges, it's a 4-mana 7/7 that deals 12 damage to the opponent. Pretty sick. Similarly, there's also Steam Cleaner, which blows up all the sludges in our deck and can do like 20 plus damage. And for the sludges in hand, we've got Tome Tampering. Discard the whole hand. Again, it can deal like 20 plus damage all at once. I ended up going 8 and 2 with this deck, and damn does it do a lot of damage. Shaman did get nerfed, but it's probably still Reno Shaman. 1/2. Okay, Imprisoned Horror as well. This thing's gonna be a freaking 3/4. God, that's large. I do have Disposal Assistant into Waste Remover. Maybe I should have gone Disposal Assistant before Baritone Imp, so it's more likely to die. Coin Ancestral Knowledge, huh? Probably still just have to play Waste Remover here because it is a 7/7. Ooh, losing Steam Cleaner is kind of a bummer. Oh, I milled the Furnace Fuel as well. Well, that was super good. Now even if they clear the 7/7, I have another 7/7 for the Disposal Assistant. Popgar. I am getting kind of low on cards since I've milled. Well, I guess I've only milled 7 of my own, because 2 of them were sludges, which don't really count toward my deck total. Kind of seems like my opponent's getting murdered by 4-mana 7/7s here. Looking for a zap, which they need zap into zap. Oh, they have 1 mana, so there can be a lightning bolt in there as well. But sometimes they just get 7/7'd. Death Knight is very likely to be a rainbow deck, because that deck got 3 buffs, I think. Sludge on Wheels is great. Crawly Problem is not bad with Sludge on Wheels. 3 mana 2, 3/3 rushers. I don't know if this is a keep, though. It's definitely possible that it should be a keep, but I don't know. Okay, we got Dredger Staff into Sludge on Wheels, which is great. It's a control deck. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. Let's just go max tempo. These two here, Baritone Imp next turn, and then Sludge on Wheels on 3. I don't think Sludge on Wheels, like I could have coined it next turn. I don't think it is that good at farming sludges out of this deck. Another Dredger Staff. I think I do have to play Baritone Imp here. There's maybe a World Ride Dredger Staff before playing Sludge on Wheels, but I think it's kind of unlikely. Although it would let me fit in a Hero Power, which is good for Imprisoned Horror. Another Sludge on Wheels I could buff. Probably should just play the 2/6 here. Then next turn I can play another 2/6 Sludge. Sludge is actually super good against this deck's removal, right? Like Blood Boil and Corpse Explosion, they give me a ton of barrels. This discards my lowest cost spell, so if I don't have a spell, I can just play it for free, right? But it's probably better to do this. Why would I be the one to trade? I guess because this has Rush, but what if I just leave my stuff in play? Barrel. Barrel. This fatigues me for 2. So I can go tap Conductor and Imprisoned Horror next turn, which is great. And that does sneak everything in 1 turn below Soul Stealer. Could even play Baritone Imp. This summons so much stuff, though. I mean, I could play everything. Tapping is kind of nice, though, because Tome Tampering and Steam Cleaner deal so much damage at this point. Trying to find one of those is pretty good. But I don't know, going hard on board is pretty good too. They have no corpses, so Corpse Explosion is hard for them to use. Alright, this is a pretty good board. I actually think it's pretty tough for them to deal with. Well, that doesn't deal with it. Might have to kill that, though, because I'm kind of taking a lot of damage. Oh, Steam Cleaner. So, Steam Cleaner, I believe, does 20 damage. Right? So I trade this and this. I have 9, 10, 11, 16, 36 damage, I think. I guess I should have traded a 3 and then played Steam Cleaner. That was way smarter. Alright, opponent's at 8, and if they play Soul Stealer, well, it's not like I can just kill them with sludges. Reno, sure. Let's just draw Tome Tampering. Easy. As I said, it's easy. So my sludges did 44 damage, I think. I think I went through 11 sludges that game. Up against a Death Knight. I think I'm pretty happy to play Flame Imp in this matchup. Maybe I just keep all these 1-drops. And I do have... maybe I just keep this whole hand. Sure, why not? Pretty good chance they want a hero power here, so I don't know if I want to coin out a 2-1. Although they could play a 3-2 here, in which case having coined this out would have been good. Alright, probably would have been good to try a mechanic on one. What I did probably made sense if they were a Renathal deck, but not against a non-Renathal deck. Oh, that does shuffle my deck, which is bad for this Sludge. That's kind of annoying. Okay, well, Steam Cleaner makes it not matter as much. And Steam Cleaner deals with the plagues as well, so that's a very good card. Hopefully this gives me something playable. It sure didn't. Man, that was really bad. At least I ended up drawing into a good card, but the Frost Plague was super annoying. I think it makes sense to Sludge on wheels here. Looks like it might get... it's pretty much guaranteed to get 2, but it might even get 3 here. And at that point, then Steam Cleaner would deal 20 damage. Oh, okay. Only gets 2. Do I Steam Cleaner here? Probably clears their board and pushes 8. I think it's pretty good. Definitely possible for Death Knight to discover an answer to a 5-5 here. But the 5-5 is a pretty serious minion. And it looks like it might even connect here. Oh, what a huge fucking 50-50. Oh, what a big 50-50. Well, let's just make a bunch of 3-3s. Excellent snipe. Alright, well now the opponent's at 8. So if they somehow spend their whole turn clearing my board without developing a board of their own, then I just go boom boom and they're dead.
Everybody needs a casket.
A little late in the turn to be giving newly summoned undead poisonous. You think we can double snipe face here? Unfortunate. I guess Steam Cleaner really deserved the lethal though. I do love a bunch of little minions. Insanely good draw. It might still be worth... it's probably still worth going Flame Imp before Dredger Staff here. It just does triple the damage of Dredger Staff next turn. It is more vulnerable to something like Light It Burns, but I do play 7/7s in my deck, which are insanely bad against Light It Burns, so if I'd baited one there, it would have been fine. But now it just survives Light It Burns, which is sick. That was a big 50-50. This dirty rat is extremely annoying. Man, that was just like, the 50/50s don't get much bigger than that. But it does look like my 4-mana 7/7 also deals 8 or 12 damage, so that's pretty sick. Looks like 8 at the moment. Pew pew. No, not a tour guide, so unlucky. I think they might just be dead here, unless they have, like, Holy Nova Light It Burns. Okay. Sometimes you only need 4 turns. I played against one Shaman. What was it? Must have been Reno Shaman. I think I killed them very fast, and it wasn't very memorable. Do I keep Imprisoned Horror? I do have a Flame Imp. Not sure when I'll be tapping. I think it makes sense to keep Imprisoned Horror. I guess I play it. I did pick up another self-damager for the Imprisoned Horror. No fucking shot that's going face. I think this might be Nature Shaman. I think it still makes sense for me to just go face, though. I do love a good Sludge on wheels. This only does 1 at the moment. Baritone Imp is probably the best draw on my deck. I guess I just play this. Next turn I can actually go Crescendo, tap, Imprisoned Horror, which is pretty good. But this thing is getting healed again, so I'm not sure if Crescendo will be worth playing. Yeah, I guess it'll be worth playing just to kill a couple of fish. This is powerful, but Nature Shaman can definitely kill me from 11 on turn 6. But even though I'm on the verge of death, they're also on the verge of death if I can just find Steam Cleaner.
One dose solves any problem.
That guy does a lot of damage. Well, hopefully he kills the things that do damage to me. Sure. I might be dead to that snake oil, though. They really need to kill this 7/7, because I believe it does another 12 damage just from its end of turn effect. Can also Tome Tampering for 8 or maybe 12. Oh, they're just dead. Oh, that shuffles! No, I'm so bad and stupid. Oh, I threw. I threw the game. Oh, I threw the game. All I had to do was just hard cast the sludges. All I had to do was hard cast the sludges and not play Tome Tampering. Why does it say shuffle?
Tamsin versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Clear the stage.
I think we like the 2-mana 3/3. Okay, that's some progress on the big man. Okay, Crescendo is great. So it's just this on 3 and then Crescendo tap on 4 and I can play Horror. Of course, I would want the Crescendo to actually be good for that to be a worthwhile line, but... Oh wait, no, I'm one off of Crescendo tap plus Horror anyway. Hey, that's a 3 health minion for my Crescendo. Probably not worth though. Good old Popcar. This might just be a zoo game. Pretty good mage card. So next turn I can pop guard double sludge Crescendo. And since Crescendo can clear out the board, that's probably pretty close to a guaranteed 12 face. If this guy hits for 5, I probably just deal 12. Because then they're at 3, so they just die to a sludge. So if I can pick up a Sludge on wheels, it's pretty easy to... I mean, I just hard cast the Sludge, or I could discard it pretty easily. But there's also Steam Cleaner and 2 Waste Removers, which deal 8. I guess it's mostly those I'm looking for. Hey... Well, doesn't get much better than that. I do like Baritone Imp and Disposal Assistant. Not sure which I keep, or maybe I keep both? What would I rather hit? I have so many 1-drops I would rather hit. I think I toss... I don't know. Do I really toss the Sludge card in my Sludge deck? Well, Tour Guide is definitely a great pickup. Another Tour Guide. Okay. So Tour Guide makes the double 2-drop look a lot better. And I guess if I play 8 1-drops in the deck, it's fairly likely that I would have found a 1 to go with this. So I don't know what Druid is now. Dragon Druid got a couple light nerfs, and Fire Druid got nuked. Okay, we're still playing dragons. And what a beautiful little sludge target it was. Could definitely see next turn being tour guide trolley problem. Sludge can bump into that, which is nice. Dredger Staff, not an insane hand for it. Probably would rather play tour guide. Let's go ahead and do this first and then just hope the sludge doesn't hit the 3/2. Unfortunate. Maybe that wasn't the way to play the turn.
We all exist in harmony.
Oh, what a great draw. So, I need 5 board slots if I want to play all of this. I guess I can do that. This is better to trade off since the tram car doesn't get silenced. Alright, they could play the board full of dragons here, which would suck. Oh, that's weak. Only 5 armor. So I can just play 2 sludges here and they're dead. At least at the moment. Very nice.
Thompson versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
Clear the stage.
We do love a flame imp. Okay. I mean, being able to coin out Waste Remover is definitely tempting, so I don't know if I want to go Staff Coin Imp on one.
I see you brought guests.
This might just be a never play Dredger Staff kind of hand. Alright, it's a Dredger Staff hand. Basically all of these buffs are really good. The staff puts Imp and Disposal Assistant out of range of Holy Nova. Giving Sludge on Wheels more health is great, and it makes a Waste Remover not die too light it burns. So it's just a super good Dredger Staff.
Completely safe. Don't feel
There's the light it burns. Oh. That is a bummer. Makes the Waste Remover a lot less good too. Maybe I try to play this before Waste Remover. But what if I play a 4-mana 7/8? Also possible that I should have traded 2 things into Renathal just to guarantee it would die, but what if I just hit it with the snipe anyway? Hopgar. So I have 17 damage here. Pretty good, but not lethal. Oh, I hit a furnace fuel. Nice. Probably doesn't matter because I think my opponent is pretty much always dead next turn. Even if they somehow clear the board, I've got Popgar for 8. And sometimes they just get waste removered.